Alright, video number 3. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This question I actually generated from ChatGPT. We still need more comments on the channel, everyone. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and write those down. I need some more content or some more questions to do videos on. So the question was for today's video, is owning a Lambo really worth it? So that's quite the broad question, but to put it in a nutshell, absolutely yes. And I'll give you a few different reasons why. So just to backtrack, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, my name is D and I answer all questions about owning a Lamborghini. So if you're into that, subscribe to this channel. We're up to 50 now. That was pretty quick within 2 weeks. So let's try to get this up to 1,000. So yes, is owning a Lamborghini worth it? 100% yes, and I'll give you some reasons why. But I've had this car for about 2 weeks now, and I've came across a few different things that I didn't see coming along the way. I obviously knew that the car was going to be a magnet. I didn't think that it was going to be this much of a magnet. Going from an M4 to a Huracan in the car world, it's like a pretty big jump, but at the end of the day, an M4 is still a BMW and a Lamborghini is still a Lamborghini. Now, that's just the car guy world. The general public, again, for us car guys, is really hard to think in this direction because we've always grown up with all these cars and know almost every single car, all the different trims and all that stuff. In the eyes of the general public, I never thought that this car would be big of a jaw dropper or that big of a show. Even today, I got some pictures and videos, but we did a nice little surprise at a kindergarten that had their graduation today. And I was able to bring the car there, and then the kids were outside like waiting for the car to pull up. And obviously no surprise there, but me pulling up to it made me think, wow, like I can't believe that I'm the one behind the wheel bringing out the dreams that I had whenever I was a kid too. So yes, in the eyes of the general public, I never thought that a Lamborghini was this level of magnitude. Obviously, I knew that a Lamborghini is a Lamborghini, but again, like in the car world, it's a big jump, but to the general public, going from an M4 to a Huracan is a big jump. So that's kind of one way to put it. But yeah, to stay on video topic here, is owning a Lamborghini worth it? So yes, even in situations like that, when I'm able to just pull up to a class of kindergartners and help create that dream into their minds, it's quite a magnificent feeling. It's really cool to help motivate kids in that sense. And so that's more on the emotional side of things. Now let's go into the logical side a little bit more. Owning a Lamborghini is not only a really cool thing in the sense of emotions, like provoking emotions, motivating people, inspiring them, but in a logical sense and a business sense, it's also a really big deal too. Say for example, even today, whenever I was at the kindergarten school, I was able to shake hands with some pretty cool people, and those same people are now my friends. And before you know it, my network just increased by 20-30 people in a single 2 hours. If you haven't heard of that quote, your net worth is your network, it's a really true thing, because shaking one right hand can put your life on a whole different level, and it just takes one person to do that too. So network is a huge thing. And then I know I'm sweating right now, but I don't want to turn on the car because that's gonna draw more attention, and I'm trying to hide inside this weird little storage room so no one will approach me. So that's why I'm just pouring sweat right now, but whatever, I'll do it for the video. So yes, from a logical standpoint, for business, it's a huge deal. Another big thing that I don't think that I've mentioned on the channel yet is the fact that now that I have this car, I now get invites to cool Lamborghini meets and even other types of reveals that other Lamborghini owners get invited to as well. That also includes rappers, athletes, high-end business people and whatnot. So shaking hands with them, one right handshake and your whole life can completely turn around. So being in the same circle, or about to be in the same circle as all those people, can definitely escalate your life in ways you couldn't even imagine. So network is a huge thing. So that is what this car is basically allowing me to do, and hence why it is really worth owning a Lamborghini. If you are somebody who's on the fence, pull the trigger, just do it. The car will make you back money in ways you've never imagined, whether it's shaking the right hands or even doing what I'm doing, which is using the car for content just like this, and ultimately just inspiring other people to go for a car like this, or even just be successful in life in general, is a massive thing when you're able to be the one to ignite that. So yes, a Lamborghini is completely worth owning. I recommend everyone just push themselves as hard as you can. Take risk. The biggest thing to remember, take risk, and it's okay if you fail. So that literally just means anything that kind of comes to your mind, just go ahead and do it. And if you fail, this is completely fine. I'm not sure if I mentioned this one on the channel either, but I've failed through college for a good 10 years straight. I've retaken English 101 probably 3.5 times. That half time was whenever I just dropped out the class for no reason, but we won't go there. But yes, take risks. I've failed probably more than anyone watching this currently, but I never really let that stop me. So yeah, it took me 10 years to get a 4-year degree in college, and I've never used it. But the thing that it taught me was to be persistent. And in the real world, you have to be persistent in order to get to wherever you want to go. Whether it's the house you want, the spouse you want, the car you want, it's all persistence. So yes, in a nutshell, Lamborghini 100% worth it. There was a big reason why I made the jump from an M4 to this car. Even though Porsche is a phenomenal vehicle, and the lack of depreciation on that car is absolutely phenomenal as well, I knew that just taking the risk and doubling down to get a Lambo was probably going to be a whole lot more life-changing. So that's why I made the jump. So yes, Lamborghini, worth it. This one's just a quick little video. And so yes, everyone, if you have any questions about the car, then just go ahead and write them down below. I will see you all for the next one. Also, if you guys wanted to hear my whole story about how I was able to go from broke to getting this car, I actually just went and did a whole blueprint on my life and the risk and challenges that I took to get to this point. So if you guys want to check that out, it's called Zero to Lambo. It's a blueprint on what exactly you need to do to get to this point as well. The link for that is right down below. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all for the next one.